Hi guys, hi everyone, my name is Adora and you're welcome to my channel. If you haven't come across this channel before, thank you very much for stopping by, and I do hope you will have a reason to subscribe before the end of this video. Now, I used to wonder when I see people who relocate out of the UK to countries like Australia, Thailand, Japan, Canada, America, and I'm talking about people whom I expected that have turned UK to their homes, but at the end of the day they are moving out of the UK. I used to wonder why, but now I have come to realize that there are several reasons why a lot of people have decided to take themselves out of the UK. Now, recently I was opportune to speak with someone and she gave me a total lowdown. She gave me her full reasons as to why she is leaving the UK. I spoke to her and she explained to me that she has been in the UK via the 10 years route, the 10 years visit family route or whatever, the one that you have to renew after every 2.5 years. So every 2.5 years you have to renew your visa, and you have to do that for 4 times before you are finally allowed to apply for your indefinite leave to remain. And then after that is for 1 year. Your indefinite has to be for 1 year, and after 1 year you are now permitted to apply for your citizenship. So now that's a whole total of like 11 years. Let's just say 11 years before you're granted the citizenship. So she said when she thought about that, she has already applied twice. She's already renewed her visa twice, so she still has about 6 to 7 more years to go before she finally gets the citizenship. And she sat down and thought to herself, why does she have to go through this long process of acquiring citizenship when she can easily get this done within 4 years in Canada? So I asked her, really, is it that easy there? She said yes, that once you get your permanent residence in Canada, you are allowed to stay there and work for 3 years. After 3 years, you have an additional 1 year again before you can now apply for your citizenship, which is far shorter than what we have in the UK. Now, in the UK here, every 2.5 years, that is if you're on the long visa route, on the 10 years route, if you're on that particular application process, every 2.5 years you are expected to renew your visa. And then if you now have dependents who are under you, like if you have a family who are under you, whom you are actually depending on you, you will have to do the same process for them. So in the case of this very lady, she said she has a husband and 2 children. Now, because she's the main applicant, these other ones are her dependents. So whatever she applies for herself will also, have to take place in the life of her dependents. Now, it's not just about renewing your visa. It doesn't come for free. It comes at a price, and not just a price, it comes at an expensive price. So now, if you have to renew your visa, you have to pay for your NHS surcharge fee, you have to go through the lawyer, you have to pay your immigration fee, and then times 4 people, that is her and her dependents. So she was like, man, this is a whole lot of money, and this is something you're expected to do every 2.5 years. So you're going to do it 4 times in the span of 10 good years. Imagine the amount of money that is leaving. So she said she sat down, she calculated it, and she felt like, no, this is a total waste of money and a waste of time. You're going to cross all these hurdles before you finally get citizenship after spending so much, and it's not like the money is even there. So she just thought to herself that no, she doesn't think she can do this. She does not think she can go through this process. So she made inquiries for Canada, and that was how she left. Her second reason for leaving is, according to her, which I myself, I do not really think that's enough to make me as a person want to relocate, but it's her personal opinion. The cost of living. She also complained about the cost of living in the UK, citing instances where she had reasons to spend above her means, not just because she wanted to, but because everything here is like triple the price it used to be like a year ago or even 2 years ago. The cost of renting has increased tremendously. House rents are very expensive at this point, and then you have various and numerous bills to pay here and there, and then the cost of foodstuffs in the shops, supermarkets, everything keeps doubling every day. And I understand it, but I also think this cost of living crisis is not just a nationwide issue. I think it's a worldwide thing. I think it's not just about the UK, it's everywhere. People are complaining in various countries. But like I said, it's her personal opinion, it's her personal preference. I don't know what her budget is like. I don't know what her expenses is like. So it depends on what exactly she's spending on. Secondly, what she came to thirdly, what she also complained about is the lack of family time. She said she has never been in a situation where she has to overwork herself, takes long shifts daily. The only time she has to herself is on Sundays because of church. She dedicates that Sundays to church. But apart from that, Monday to Saturday she works. She doesn't take a rest. And even with all of that, the money keeps going. Funny enough, she does not think she is well paid for the kind of job she does. With the minimum wage in the UK is quite low compared to what some other countries are offering. So this was one reason also why she decided to leave, because she felt she can't be working such long hours for very minimum wage that is just too low. So she puts one and one together and decided no, it was time to leave. She can't just be working like a donkey. And yeah, that was one of the reasons why she left. So now I asked, okay, fine, if you're moving over to a country like Canada where the weather is very, very cold, and I'm thinking it's extremely colder than that in the UK, are you sure you can cope? Is this something you can survive, something you can deal with? She was like, yes, why not? That's not a problem. So I've seen quite a lot of people who have left the UK. And I'm not talking about people that have even been here for long. I'm talking about people who have just relocated as recent as 2-3 years ago. They just come in. And I've been following some of them. I've actually been watching some of them, their lifestyles. And some of them, I actually remember when they came into the UK. I remember watching their first videos. I remember seeing the excitement on their faces. I remember following their stories. I remember, watching their developments here in the UK. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing, or rather, I'm hearing that, most of them are now relocating out of the UK, some to Australia, some to Thailand, some to Canada, some to America. And I'm like, so what went wrong? Because I knew when most of these people came in, rather, I saw the excitement in their faces. I saw the zeal for them to come in and make the UK their home, a place to be, a place to plant their family and all of that. But all of a sudden, I'm seeing them all moving. And after moving, I'm seeing them kind of, the same excitement I saw when they came into the UK, I am also seeing them exude that same excitement in their new locations. So that has made me to ask myself, what exactly changed between the time they came in until now when they decided to leave the UK? What is it they have experienced? What is it UK did to them is it that they cannot cope anymore? Is it that UK is not what they expected, or is it not what they thought about UK that they are seeing? Or is it that they just fed up and they just need a change of environment? What exactly? Because I watched a particular video about this lady I've been following online for a while now. I knew exactly when she came to the UK. I knew the very day she did a video about herself boarding the plane from her home country to the UK. And now I just got a buzz one day and I saw her message, and then she was telling me, oh, hello from the other side. So I decided to watch her video, and she said she was actually dropping me an audio message, and she told me, "Hi Dora, I have, and just to let you know, I am no longer in the UK. I just want to check on you and all of that." So I was like, "Oh wow, where are you now?" And she said she has moved to Australia. So I was asking, wow, what happened? Why did you move? When? I had a lot of questions, but she was just so excited that she couldn't even answer. She was like, "Don't worry, I'll get to let you know everything." And then she explained to me why and how she moved. And that made me kind of ask myself, so what exactly was it about the UK that made you leave? This particular one told me that one of the reasons why she left the UK, she was very honest and plain with me. She said the UK is not what she expected it to be. It's not what she thought it is. That she felt the UK is overhyped. She said she thought that her expectations about coming to the UK was going to be met. It's not like, she didn't leave, she wasn't comfortable enough in the UK, or she wasn't just, but she didn't have a fulfilled life. That it's not the kind of lifestyle she wanted for herself. Like she just felt, no, this is not a place for her personally. It's not everyone that should be in her shoes, but personally, she felt the UK is not the place for her. So she decided to move on time before it starts to affect her mental health. So yeah, that is it. So a lot of people have left. A lot of people are still living. And that makes me to ask myself, what is it about the UK that is chasing people away? Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.